Welcome to BeatzNEatz. Today we are making what I call a Smoky Sunrise Bowl. And as you can see, we have our ingredients. We have our red potatoes, some smoked Gouda cheese, green bell peppers, scallions, garlic, a garlic clove, some garlic powder because I love garlic, banana peppers. We have 2 eggs, some avocado oil that we're going to use to saute our potatoes in, some black pepper, some water to give some steaming to those potatoes, and of course the real McCoy seasoning. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this bowl. It's so perfect in the mornings. You ready to cook? Let's cook. Heat this skillet up. I'm using my black skillet here, just to give that crunch on the potatoes as we cook it. And I'm gonna season it with the garlic powder and throw in some fresh garlic in it and cook those banana peppers to give that nice little, not spicy, but a nice little vinegar taste to it. And then put those bell peppers in there. So I haven't cut anything because it's so easy that you can cut everything up right before you make it and just throw it all in the pan. So I'm gonna start heating this avocado oil up. Like I said, you can use whatever type of oil that you want. I just set this to the side because I may have to add some during the course of cooking the potatoes. And I have red potatoes here. You can use russet potatoes, whatever type of potato that you like. And my slice is typically thick enough, thin enough to make sure it cooks the way I want it to. And if you want to cook it really fast, you can always cut them really thin. Or you just have a variation. I've done baked potatoes before because that was all I had at the time, at the moment. And the thing with baked potatoes is they come out pretty mushy. You'll have a mashed potato breakfast bowl. If you're not up for a mashed potato bowl, and I would say stick with some red potatoes or the Yukon Gold potatoes. They cook really well also. That pan is quick. It's ready to go. So we also have our bell pepper here. Just kind of cut. That should be enough. And I'm gonna turn this down. Pan is ready to go. And so you can cut your bell peppers into strips. So that way you can just toss them in. I got my scallions here. Toss those in as well. And then, of course, my garlic clove. Make sure I cut the stem off. And then add my banana peppers and we're good to go. So my pan is hot and ready. Absolutely ready to go. Turn that down just a tad, just a bit, and work it back up. So I have my water here so I can steam it. I want to capture that steam in there. I actually need something to cover the pan, but for now I'm just gonna add my potatoes in. It's a little easier. Just go ahead and drop everything in there. Renegade potato on the run. Yep. Make sure I get my garlic in there. And then I'm going to hit it with, get everything mixed. Just hit it with some coarse black pepper. And then of course we got our MJ's Real McCoy seasoning, which goes well pretty much on anything. And I got my garlic powder here. This is a great breakfast bowl. You can add, if you want bacon, you can add bacon. You can add ham to it, chicken. There's something about when food gets in a pan and it has the nice seasonings on it. Ah. Stick piece here. I'm just gonna go ahead and add in my banana peppers to give it that vinegary flavor to it. You can add these after they cook. You can add them during the cook. I may add some more later. You can add all types of herbs to it, dried herbs. So everything is in the pan. And once this gets close to being done, I'm gonna add 2 eggs in it, scramble those on the side of it, and then just combine everything. So you don't have to have the egg. But it's a sunrise bowl, so I might add the egg in. Let's sit there. Hit that with some seasoning. A little more garlic powder. This together. So what I love about this bowl is satisfying. You know, my favorite word is satiating. It's very satiating, very satisfying. It's flavorful with potatoes and the bell peppers and the scallions in it. And you know, you get your vitamin A and your vitamin C from the bell peppers. In here, you get your fiber from the potatoes, that complex carbohydrate that'll keep you, keep you nice and filled. Got your protein from your egg, or if you want to put, if you're vegan, you put like some other, maybe an egg substitute, or just straight vegetables. So now, I'm going to add just a little more oil here. And so what I want to do is, as this cooks, I want to let it cook until it gets really soft. Those potatoes get really soft. And then I'll hit it with some water and create a steam. And then it's going to give that nice crust on the potato. The caramelization from it. Crank this up just a bit. So if you love hash browns, if you love potatoes in general, this is a really good go-to meal. You can have it for breakfast, you can have it with steak. That sounds really good. Steak and eggs. and the Smoky Sunrise Bowl. Oh, I might have to do that one day on BeatzNEatz. So once I get this plated, I'm going to place that a little bit more banana pepper on it if I feel like it. I'm gonna put the cheese over on top of it and let that melt. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put those beets over those eats. And speaking of beets, I call this beet the ascent because it takes you higher. It's just like something about it. It has that like it has a West Coast vibe all day long. And it's giving like 80s electric drums. And it's like a hard but slow stroll. And it's just like a pretty girl, you know, I don't know how to explain it, but to just show you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I'm at the gym and I'll listen to that beat. Because a lot of times I listen to my own music when I'm working out, just so I can get that cadence, that rhythm. These potatoes are coming out really good, you guys. Really smelling great. Crank it up just a little bit more so I can start to get that caramelization on it. You see what music does? It just lights me up. I love cooking, but music just lights me up. Lights me up. Move that around. I want to see that char on my potatoes. Not char, but like a crunch, like a crust start to form. I'm gonna hit it with that water. Put a lid on it. And I'm just gonna add a few more of those banana peppers because I like the way they're cooking. I like the way they look as they cook. I like the way they look as they cook. You can also, if you want to add some spinach to it at the end and finish it off, you can do that. Really great for digestion because this is all whole foods. So you got the potatoes with the fiber in it, the vegetables have the fiber in it, you know, the bell peppers have that vitamin A and C. So you're getting what you need in this meal, in this pan here that we call the Smoky Sunrise Bowl. And one of my favorite local restaurants, they serve something similar to this, but I wanted to, of course, I want to, you know, prepare my own meals and indulge every now and then when I eat out. But I really wanted to try, you know, cook this and put my own spin on it by adding the vegetables and stuff to it. You can finish it with avocado, give it that nice creamy texture to it for that extra fat. So it's slurping up all my avocado oil. Get just a little bit more over there. I definitely don't want to burn my garlic. I'm trying to keep it at a really nice temperature, not too high, but high enough where I start to get that little crust on my potato. I'm seeing a couple do it now. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add some water to it gradually just so I can create that steam, and I'm just gonna keep moving it around. Put a lid on it and let that cook. And create like a little pocket on the side for the eggs, and then put it all together. And I usually like if I've got eggs and potatoes, I like a nice hot sauce on my bowl just to bring that heat up, and it pairs well with those banana peppers on there. Oh, you guys could just smell and experience what the scallions and the bell peppers and the potatoes and all the seasonings on there. So you see the water has cooked down into the potato. Now they're starting to get that browning on it. I promise you guys I'm gonna get an overhead camera, I swear. Did you see that? Right there. That's what we want to have start to look like, that browning on the potato. And I just keep hitting it with water and letting it steam, hitting it with water, letting it steam. Moving it around. And one thing about the meals that I create, I like it because everything is in one bowl. And how convenient is that, just to make a meal for yourself and have some leftovers, or cook for somebody else, your kids, your partner, your family, and just throw everything in one bowl and everybody just eat out that bowl. You know, you can add things to it and go from there. I'm going to creep this temperature up just a little bit. Or if you're traveling and you just want something that you can throw in a container and take it with you, and throw your cheese on it and get it melting and sit it in your cooler bag or whatever, or your warming bag, excuse me, for the road. Of course, you don't want to travel with eggs and cheese and any type of dairy product, you know, just sitting. But if something that you want to take with you and just eat on the go, on the fly, it's a really great option. Especially if you just do it with the vegetables in it. I like that sound there. So a good indicator that everything is cooking well and together and getting that crust that I want on it is when you have to really start moving it around the bottom. It's important to make sure that you keep moving it and flipping it over. Moving it and flipping it over. It is gorgeous, you guys. Another batch of the water. Spread it out. Let that steam do its job. What do you put on your eggs? Like, when I was a kid, I would just douse it in ketchup. You know, now it's hot sauce. And I still kind of put, like, every now and again, do a little ketchup and egg. But as a kid, I would, like, literally fix like 3, 4 eggs. Like my grandmother, she would always get her eggs, she called them flatter eggs, a dozen, big thing, a container of eggs all in this big, huge crate. And I would literally just scramble these eggs up, and just cover it in ketchup. It'd be more ketchup than actual eggs, but that was like one of my favorite things to eat growing up, is the ketchup and the eggs. I don't know. Check in again. I'm gonna crank it up slowly in temperature, because now I want to start like bringing it up and getting it to the point where it's like, okay, now we're cooking, we're getting that crust on it. So when I plate it, I'm going to be plating it straight from the pan into the bowl after I add those eggs in and have them cook on their side, on the other side of it. So like I said, this is all one pan deal here. Add my cheese on top. Oh my gosh. And then we're gonna taste it. See how that smoky sunrise bowl is gonna come out here on BeatzNEatz. You know what else would be good? I don't eat a lot of pork, but like a smoked sausage type deal in this thing right here. Whew. That sounds amazing. What would you put in yours? Like, I'm always curious to, like, I know I have my variations of recipes, but like, what would you put in yours if you were making a smoky sunrise bowl? Feel free to put it in the comments. Share with some recipes, some things that you would do. Ready to hit it again. And you say, well, Chef Nett, this recipe takes a little while longer to cook. But everything that is worth waiting for is worth having. And everything that is worth having is worth waiting for. Words to live by. So you could run out to a restaurant and get something similar to this. But why not take the time and gather your ingredients that you know, put your energy and your love and the things you want to see in your dish, and create that thing, the therapy of it, how therapeutic it is to cut and to prepare and to see your finished product that you created. You created this thing. We created this thing together. I'm so passionate about food. I really am. I'm gonna keep checking on it because, like I said, I don't want it to burn my garlic. And if you like a softer potato, of course you're gonna have to cook it a little bit longer, maybe on a higher heat. But if you like a little firmness to your potato, you're gonna cook it at less time, of course. We're close, we're getting there. That's why I say the thinner you cut your potatoes, the quicker it's gonna cook. The thicker you cut them, of course, you'll need more cook time. Move those around. Let them get flat. I'm not gonna hit it with any water right now. I just wanna watch it and let it just do its thing for a second. And then drop those eggs in there and let those cook and put it all in my bowl. I just want to taste the vinegar from the banana peppers and those onions and the spices and the egg and the cheese, the smokiness of the cheese, the smoke. You can use, I'm using smoked Gouda. You can do a smoked provolone. You could do a feta cheese. You could do a Mexican blend. You could do some parm. You could do whatever you like. Whatever you like. Okay. Now I'm starting to see the char and the crust on it. Okay. I like it. This is what I want. Bring this in, guys. Handle was warm. I'm getting like my grandmother, just picking up hot stuff with my bare hands and knuckles. Safety first, though. So I'm gonna pile everything up. I'm gonna bring everything together and I'm gonna hit it again. Let it steam up. So we should be close to finishing right now. Just take one of my forks and just give a cut through in that potato. So when I turned it up, I found a sweet spot for the heat and the temperature for the pan. So now it's starting to really move. So I just want to keep an eye on it. Let that steam do its job. So now with me, I'm gonna add the egg back in. I'm gonna add the egg in to the side of it. Add some oil over here. Turn this down. Add my egg in. Get those scrambled. Get my bowl ready. Your one pan bowl. Make sure my egg is cooked. So my egg is absorbing all those nice flavors that are in the potatoes. I'm getting some pieces of potatoes in my egg. This is so exciting, guys. So depending on how you like your eggs, I like my eggs on the softer side. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. So our plating today is actually happening in real time. Because you know I typically plate and I'll say, let's plate. So this is our let's Let's get this turned off. This is so gorgeous, you guys. So gorgeous. And there we have it. Add my cheese onto it, my provolone. Get it melted down. And there we have it. Add some more potatoes on top. So get that cheese melted. Here it is. You can put some more scallions on top. There we have it. Our Smoky Sunrise Bowl here on BeatzNEatz. And our Smoky Sunrise Breakfast Bowl is ready. The cheese is melted and it is so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm just ready to taste it now that the cheese has melted. I see you got a little crunch on the potatoes, which is what I was looking for, and ready to add in that water and the steam and everything. I had me a little taste of hot sauce here. Just ready to try this. Got the banana. I put some more banana peppers on there. Get some of that egg and the potato. Some of that banana pepper. Oh, there's a bell pepper that I have to have. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I got everything on my fork. The flavors are all there. The flavors are all there. That cheese. I ain't getting cheese first time. That smoky cheese. Sets it apart from anything. So I would recommend, if you cook this, when you cook this, get you some really good smoked cheese, because it pulls everything together in this bowl. Need some more eggs. The eggs have just gathered everything together in the seasoning of the potatoes. I know the routine. Yep. I'm gonna go and enjoy this bowl and all the wonderful things that have to come with it. Enjoy some Beats.